could bridge the call now, please.
Stand and place your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Madam City Clerk, could you call the roll?
Yes, Mayor. Quorum is present for the council, successor agency, housing authority, and joint powers authority.
We're going to have public comment. Any members of the public that want to dial in for open session, you would call 888-251-2949, or in the alternative, 215-861-0694. The access code for today, April 26th, is 638-1037, and hit the pound key. Again, 638-1037, then hit the pound key. Operator, are there any callers on the line?
Callers at the moment.
Did you say just a moment?
We do not have anyone at the moment.
Oh, great. We'll close public comment then, and
You want to
we'll,
check the library, Mayor?
excuse me?
You want to check with the library?
I am, and now we're going to go to the library. I'm looking over there over your shoulder. Are there any members of the public at the library lecture hall that want to make a comment on any item on the agenda? Going once.
Good afternoon, Mayor Butts and Council. I'm here to complain today about the fees you're charging for housing protection to register your house or your apartment. It's unconstitutional, according to this Proposition 218. We have to have a vote on it for the property owners to decide whether we want to pay these fees. There's never been, it's a constitutional issue on this subject. And I'm making the challenge right now to you, saying maybe we don't need to have these fees and go such a great depth of this department where you're planning on having inspections annually and want to charge $20 for that. My tenants don't want to have any of this. My tenants don't want the expense of it. And, you guys got to scale it back. It's an option for you to scale it back.
So did you bring all your tenants with you to speak for themselves, sir?
Huh?
Did you bring your tenants with you
You
to
know I'm
speak
not
for?
going to lie to you, Mayor.
No, I'm asking you, did you bring your tenants with you to speak for themselves?
Oh, I can bring them. But they got to
Okay.
work.
That'd probably work better. But go ahead.
But well, it doesn't matter what they want anyway. I'm the property owner. And I'm saying
It does matter what they want, but go ahead.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. But they don't want to have none of it. I already talked to them. Anyways, but you guys got to scale this back. You guys, there's no reason to do a whole. You can't have us at $154 a unit. What are you going to do with the money? What are you going to do with this money? You can't charge a fee unless it's more than the expense of the service you're providing. And you're not providing me any service whatsoever. And I don't want the service. I'm rejecting it. So, but anyways, it's up to you to prove that you are not in violation of Prop 218. It's not for me to have to prove anything. I'll go ahead and send it to you in writing, and so you guys can go ahead and see if you guys meet the standards of Proposition 218, which I know you don't. Thank you.
Thank you. So good to hear from you, sir.
Good to see you, my friend.
Are there any other speakers in the library lecture hall?
No other speakers, Mayor.
Okay, with that, we will close public comment for the lecture hall as well. Item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register?
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, successor agency members, and housing authority members Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk. Mayor Chairman Buds.
Aye. We'll go to the consent calendar, items 2 through 5.
So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. A1.
Mayor, can I go back to the approval of the minutes for item number 2, please?
Oh, I
Right
see.
here.
Well, then we'll have to recall that as it pertains to item 2.
Yes, sir.
I was not here for that meeting, so I will abstain.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You want to reopen that vote specifically, or is that?
I think you still have 4 votes.
Yeah.
She's changing mine to
No,
an
but I mean,
abstention.
just for reporting service.
So now we go to A1.
I'm sorry, Mayor, did we take a vote on that, number 2?
Yeah, we have to move and.
Okay. I thought I just changed my vote on it.
You did, Mayor, but I'm wondering if we had a vote on that at all.
So, just if I could clarify, when we voted as a consent calendar. We have to pull item 2 right now,
Yeah.
rescind the vote, and we have to re-vote on it individually.
Yes,
That-
please.
That's my,
It makes sense to me.
yeah.
Thank you.
So if we could, I'll make a motion for item 2.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. I'll abstain from the minutes, approving the minutes, because I was not here on April 5th.
Is
All
that
right.
You want to get a second for that? Because we Morales moved and Padilla second to rescind the vote so we can go back to item number 2.
So
That's
calling item number 2.
Yes, sir.
So, I
Second.
move approval.
Okay.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
So hard. Abstain.
Thank you, sir.
We're good.
We did it.
So hard.
That made the meeting long.
You really complicated things, man.
We did it.
That's why I'll never, ever miss a meeting again. A1.
Thank you, Mayor. No oral report.
CM1.
Thank you, Mayor. No oral reports from the City Manager's Office.
CC1.
Yes, Mayor, just a few remarks. One is, it looks, I'm so happy to see the iTrolley here rolling around in the city. It looks so good, so hats off and kudos to, I know it's what, Sabrina Barnes. It just looks good around the city. And then tomorrow is National Administrative Professional Day, and I would personally like to acknowledge my staff in the city clerk's office for all of their hard work. And next week marks the professional municipal clerk. And so I would like to wish all of our professional municipal clerks a happy Professional Clerks Week, which takes place all next week, May 1 through May 7th. Thank you, Mayor. That concludes my remarks.
You're welcome. Do you have like a special calendar that has all these things on it?
I have a special right-hand person that's on it.
Okay. CC2.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending December 31, 2020, January 31st, 2022, and February 28th, 2022.
Receive and file. The successor agency is open, CSA2.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting held on April 5th, 2022.
Move approval.
Second.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Successor agency members Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
I abstain. You just keep doing this to me.
I'm sorry, but you did a great job this time.
All right. CSA3.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending December 31st, 2021, January 31st, 2022, and February 28th, 2022.
We'll receive and file those. We'll adjourn the successor agency. The Housing Authority is in session. H2.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting held on April 5th, 2022.
So move.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Housing Authority members Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Abstain. H3.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending December 31st, 2021, January 31st, 2022, and February 28th, 2022.
We'll receive and file and adjourn the Housing Authority. The JPA is in session. JPA 1.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the months ending December 31st, 2021, January 31st, 2022, and February 28th, 2022.
We'll receive and file them We'll adjourn the JPA. There are no appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. Public comment, persons wishing to address the council on any matter connected with city business not elsewhere considered on the agenda may do so at this time for 1 minute. Operator, are there any callers?
We do not have any callers at the moment.
Okay, we'll close public comment by phone, and we're going to go to the library lecture hall. Are there any members of the public?
Good afternoon, Mayor and City Council. My name is Kelly, Kelli, Cliff, CLIFT. Regarding the additional funds that you're paying the City of Hawthorne Police, it's extremely needed. My father, Walter Cliff, was murdered in the city of Inglewood at the Convalescent Center. He was strangled to death, and we have never received settlements. I've submitted a lawsuit to the City of Inglewood, and
Ma'am, could you speak up just a little bit?
submitted a lawsuit regarding the crimes committed against my murdered senior citizen father, Walter Cliff, and also I eventually received my lawsuit back in the mail, and it was altered. So I will resubmit it when I find a copy that has not been altered. But I just wanted to let you know my father, Walter Cliff, was murdered in the city of Inglewood. Just a reminder, and you will be receiving a copy as soon as I find a lawsuit that has not been altered. Thank you.
Okay, but let me understand something, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, are you saying this took place in a private facility or a city facility?
It was in a private facility.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time. And condolences on the death of your father. Are there any other speakers?
No other speakers, Mayor.
We'll close public comment. We'll go to mayor and council remarks. Councilman Dotson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank Brian Walker and his staff for their informational presentation at the ICOP Center for Inglewood Safety Week and Hazard Mitigation. They did a wonderful job. We had a good turnout. So thanks again to you and your staff. It was really entertaining and informational. So the Lombard Trophy was at the Senior Center this past Sunday, won by the Super Bowl champs, LA Rams of Inglewood. It was on display for anyone and everyone to see. I got to tell you, I don't guess I can tell you what I felt like when I walked in that room and I was able to stand by that trophy and get my picture taken and know that we had something to do with it being here. No matter how small, we had something to do with it being here. So I hope that everyone realizes how wonderful that is for the city of Inglewood. Okay, I will be having an on-site community meeting for District 1 tomorrow at the ICOP Center, 2901 Manchester Boulevard. It will be from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Due to COVID, there will be limited seating, and you will have to show your vaccination card and wear a mask. It will be live streamed also. RSVP required. If you have not RSVP'd, you can call 310-330-5330. Mayor Butler, I'd like to ask you to close the meeting in honor of Mr. Inglewood, Willie Agee, on the 2nd anniversary of his passing.
Councilman Padilla.
Thank you, Mayor. Real quick. Willie Agee, man, may he rest in eternal peace. What Outstanding gentleman. So over the weekend, I'm driving through my district. We all drive through our district. We're always checking on things, stopping to talk to neighbors, business owners. And so we had a new business that opened up in District 2. We have a new entrepreneur that was out there, working it. Your store hours are pretty fixed, daytime for the most part. So I wanted to get the chamber out there, so we're going to do another ribbon cutting coming up in a couple of weeks. But I want to congratulate our newest business in District 2, and there's a picture up there with little Flint and his little younger brother was out there earlier, Ronan Philburn. They live on 64th, and he was selling organic lemonade. And let me tell you, man, that was delicious, man. I had to go back for seconds, but it was good to see our community, the residents that came out to support little Flint, sitting there with his mom and dad. I mean, just excited to be out there. But these are our future entrepreneurs. And so I just want to give a shout out to his mom and dad for supporting him and having him out there. He was our newest business, and he's on the move, and he's here in the city of Inglewood. So congratulations. I also want to thank, and there he is, Brian Walker and his crew for their pop-up event, the Inglewood Safety Pop-Up Event. It was an EOC presentation, but it didn't only include folks from Inglewood. It included all these other businesses that are right there, all these organizations from, all over California that came out to support what we're doing here to provide safety to our residents in Inglewood. So I want to thank everybody that came out. I especially want to give a shout out to Brian Walker and all his staff for putting this together. Really enjoyed it. And again, thank you. And we're going to have to do it again. Our police officers, God bless them. Our shredding event. It's funny because people say shredding events. I remember when I first came on, it was like, you're making a big deal out of a shredding event? But I got to tell you, man, folks appreciate the shredding events. And George will tell you because he holds his share, man.
King of shredding events.
He's got them. I do mine like once a year, around tax season. But George, he hooks them up. And it's great because folks really appreciate, it's the little things in life, right? Like getting that lemonade, made my day.
Organic.
Right? Organic lemonade. But being out there and watching folks with boxes of their stuff that they wanted to get rid of, and I want to give a shout out to Republic Services because we do it through them. They're the ones that put this together. So all you folks out there that, with our trash hauler and this is one of those benefits that they give all of us an opportunity to host. And so I want to thank Republic Services for hosting this event with us. George talked about the Lombardi Trophy. There you go. And I always tell folks, because they go, what's the Lombardi Trophy? That's the Super Bowl trophy. That's who it's named after, right? Lombardi. And so, here we are, right? The mayor and I were talking Sunday night afterwards,
Sunday
right?
night, yep.
We were on the phone talking and stuff. We're just ecstatic about, early on when we everybody up here talked about building the stadium, bringing the Rams, and who was the second team, and then you had your detractors, but I don't want to go into that. But we fulfilled.
Go into it.
It's not worth our time to discuss them, and but we followed through on all our commitments on what the stadium was going to bring to us, and will continue to bring to our community. Same thing with the Forum. Right? People said, nobody's going to go back to a concert at the Forum. #1 concert venue site in the state of California. Think about all the concert sites in the state of California, and we have ours right here in Inglewood. When people said they're not going to come back to Inglewood and then what they say about the Rams Stadium, don't get me going, but they were saying, you're being used as they're going to stay over there in the other state, right? Yep, and so we proved everybody wrong because we don't always listen to those few folks that, as Eloy says, are always banging the pots, right, Eloy? But we followed through, and so anyway, congratulations to the Rams again. And I want to thank them for bringing that trophy so all of our residents had a chance to go there and see that trophy in person. And if you look at that trophy up close, it says SoFi Stadium, World Champions, Rams, Inglewood, California. Inglewood, California. Boom, there you go. Look, this weekend, the Asian American Drug Awareness Prevention Group is doing a drug drug prescription take-back event right next door at the Curtis Tucker facility from 10 to 2. So if you have any of your drugs that you're not taking anymore and somebody's not using them in the family and you don't know where to dispose of them, bring them here from 10 to 2 next door at the Curtis Tucker building, and we'll gladly take them from you. And then on May 6th, Cinco de Mayo weekend, I do my annual Knights of Columbus, Cinco de Mayo dinner, fiesta, so I'm opening it up to all our residents, anybody that wants to come by, have some delicious Mexican food. I'll be cooking in the kitchen, but come by and support the event. It's on May the 6th from 5 to 7:30 at the Knights of Columbus Hall in Westchester off of Manchester Boulevard. And I know people are going to say, it's in Westchester. So the church I belong to, St. Jerome's, connects with that group of the Knights of Columbus through the Archdiocese, and so that's where I am a part of the Knights of Columbus. And there's another Knights of Columbus here at St. John's Chrysostom, and they do a lot of great things for our community as well. So just come out, have some good food, and again, just thank you for everything you guys always do. And I mean, when I say you guys, I mean our community, for always backing us up and supporting us. So thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
There's no time for you guys, I'm sorry.
I know, yeah. He took a long
I'm very sorry. He's exhausted every topic known to man. But you can try, Dion.
I'll make mine brief. I will. I promise. I just wanted to say that I enjoyed being at the event with the Lombardi Super Bowl trophy. It was amazing. So just really, really happy to be able to celebrate here in the city of Inglewood with the trophy. So I hope a lot of our residents got a chance to come out and take a picture, because that was an exciting event on Sunday. And also, I too want to thank our Director of Emergency Services, Brian Walker, for the wonderful event that he put together in District 4 on Thursday. We had a lot of residents come out and participate, so it was a really good event. I encourage our residents, if you did not get a chance to participate, please come on out. Well, not come on out, but please contact my office and we can supply you with additional items that were given out at the emergency service event on Thursday, and then also provide you with additional information. And two last things. One is really good news for Renaissance residents. SoFi Stadium, I have some pictures here. Do you guys see that wall there? So that big brown wall has blocked the view of our residents in Renaissance since SoFi has gone up. And so now they are finally taking down the wall. So the first resident posted pictures. She's actually my sorority sister. She sent those pictures and she was so elated. So Inglewood Renaissance residents are celebrating. They're able to see SoFi from their homes now, so they're just really excited. So I just want to thank Chris Jackson, who was in attendance at our Renaissance HOA meeting, and he gave a lot of information about what it would look like to try and bring the wall down and assist with that. And so he was very helpful with working with our SoFi team, and so just want to thank him for participating in that HOA meeting with me and helping with that wall. So it's coming down, Renaissance. And then lastly, I want to give a big shout out To my sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, they are in town this week. We are having our conference, and we have a community day of service that is happening this Thursday in the city of Inglewood, and it will take place at St. Mary's Academy. It's a 3D mammogram screening unit that will be in town from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at St. Mary's Academy. We will be providing free mammogram services for uninsured residents, men and women. It's very important for men also to get those services because men also die from breast cancer as well. So we invite all of our community in Inglewood to come on out and take advantage of the free mammogram event happening this Thursday. And that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Look at it, Alex.
For you, they put the clock on.
I know. Why y'all put the clock on for me?
But you did it in 2.5 minutes.
Buddy.
It was so impressive.
Well, because she had given me those 30
Yeah,
seconds.
exactly.
You know, gave me 2 minutes.
So, Councilman Morales.
Thank you. I don't have much to add. I mean,
District 3.
nothing
What-
that exciting
could there
or
be?
anything like that. So I'll just hit everything. You know, the Lombardi Trophy, I got to tell you, it's just nice sharing those moments without sounding corny, with all you guys, because we all know what went through. All the technology available, you couldn't take off a couple pounds. Anyway, the bottom line is, you know, those are great moments for all of us. We all remember. The shredding, I got to tell you, we do them too in our district. And Alex is right. I mean, the lines get so full that they end up cutting it off, which is amazing. That's part of what we have in our great contract. I want to say we have one of the better ones. Everything we have is good for the residents. And you know, it's all about improving the quality of life. Brian Walker, I do want to thank him. He did some great pop-ups. But aside from that, I want to take the moment to let everybody know how helpful he was during the pandemic. You know, and the mayor knows this. When we first hired him, director, I'm thinking, well, what are we going to do with this, right? But, you know, it turned out great because of the stadium, everything that's coming in Inglewood, but then the pandemic. Through the pandemic, I mean, he was just awesome being here. I know I work closely with Artie all the time, getting us the information. So he's a big deal, and we're lucky to have him. And then lastly, I just want to give a shout out to Sabrina's crew, the ones that deliver the senior lunches. I was walking through the neighborhood, like Alex says, and somebody stopped me just to thank me for the senior lunches. They just started on that program, and it gets delivered to their home. These are the programs that exist that, of course, we know they do, but we don't see it on a daily basis, and it's just nice to know that it's such a positive impact out there. So that's all I got, Mayor. Thank you.
Councilman Padilla's taken all of my go-to lines.
Yeah.
It's just shameful.
Well, thank you, Mayor.
All right. He did such a great job. I do want to mention that the Urban Land Institute came to the city this morning to give us their opinions, input. They took a tour of Century Boulevard, and they are a think tank for land uses, and that senior center blew them away. I'm going to tell you that right now. And remember, there was all the controversy about how we promised the senior center. No, other people promised the senior center. It was never built.
Knocked it down.
Exactly. Knocked it down. It was never built. But when we came to build it, we wanted it to be something the city would be proud of. It ended up being our joint operations center for the Super Bowl. All these other agencies, federal, state, local, county, completely impressed. The people from ULI, completely impressed. The brand of Inglewood continues to change. I'm not going to talk about the Lombardi Trophy, but I am going to ask all of you, what was Lombardi's first name?
Vince.
Okay. And what team did he coach?
Green Bay, you better have a prize, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Are they supposed to be trick questions or what?
It's not a
Because-
trick question.
No, because you make it seem like, you know, like we didn't know. I'm like going, damn, maybe he's going to surprise me. So go.
All right.
You
Okay.
know.
And so what other team did he coach? No.
Bears?
the Washington Commanders in 1969.
Washington.
Okay, I have to add something, you guys. I have to add something. Okay, now, how many Super Bowls did he win?
What was it, 4?
Close.
No,
3.
5. Super Bowls 1 and 2 included. Okay, so that's my contribution.
Thank God for Google.
Okay, well, I mean, you took everything. Okay, and so with that, I want to close the meeting in the names of some very, very, important people. Our colleague, Fada Sullivan, passed away this past Thursday, April 21st. She worked in the legal department. We're going to close in the name of Willie Agee. This is a special one because we usually only close once. But Willie Agee is one special Inglewoodian, and we miss him. I'm going to close in the name of Harlan Theus. He was the brother of Doug Theus, cousin of Londell Theus. Those two men I hired in the Santa Monica Police Department, and we worked together for a number of years. And he passed away in a car accident. Very young man, looked to be in his 30s, just last week. And finally, we're going to close in the name of Norm Cravens, former deputy city manager here. He worked with Paul Eccles for a number of years. After that, he was still involved in the chamber, and I forget the name of the group, but it was a business consortium that donated money to do things like help traffic control by hiring tow trucks to pick up stalled cars at the outbound of the racetrack. And Norm had a great sense of humor, humble man, and we'll miss him. And with that, we're adjourned.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.